A lot of people, such as myself, at first, will get on self improvement with the belief that it's the ultimate key to becoming a successful man. You know, you're going to become rich and famous and successful and all this shit just because you're adopting some self improvement habits that you learned online. But that's actually simply not true. Many of you could have been on self improvement for a couple of years. You quit watching degenerate gamers and Twitch streamers on YouTube and shit, and now you're watching self improvement content. You know, you're trying to level up your mindset and all the tips that you're getting to level up your life. You know, you've been applying. You started meditating, working on your mental health, working on your physique, working on your income, doing all this shit that a basic self improvement video will tell you to do, and you start off at the bottom and you start leveling up, but eventually you hit this spot where it's like you're not making any more progress. You know, you're watching more self improvement videos, you're reading more books, you're working more hours at work, you're working out more in the gym, you're meditating more, you're journaling more, you're doing all this shit, and it just you're not making any more progress. And for that, I kind of have an analogy because self improvement is very much actually like working out, even though working out is one of the core elements of bettering your life and shit. But when you first start out, when you first start working out, you can make tremendous amounts of progress when you're working out multiple muscles at once. You know, if you've never worked out before in your life and you do a full body workout, you're still gonna build some muscle. You're still gonna make some progress. Most people when they first start, they do a push pull leg split. So all their pushing muscles, they're hitting out at once. All of their pulling muscles, they're hitting it at once. All the muscles in their legs, they're hitting it at once. And when most people start off, they can start with a 30-minute session and get all their working out done basically throughout the weekend, just 3 30-minute sessions, less than 2 hours of working out a week. But eventually they hit a plateau. And, the only way to overcome the plateau when, working out that split is to just simply work out twice as hard or work out twice as long. So you either gotta do twice as many exercise. Actually, I'm not gonna go too far into that, but you have to work out twice as hard. Basically, I'm just keep it simple, short and simple. Um, 30 minutes a week is going to turn into an hour. I mean, 30 minutes a session is going to turn into an hour session, and that doesn't sound too bad. Going from 30 minutes to an hour session, anybody can work their way up to that. So now they're doing 3 1 hour sessions a week, and they make some more progress in the gym, but eventually they hit the same plateau. All right, what are their next two options? They could start working out for 2 hours a session, or they could start working out for 6 days a week instead of three. Um, and they could do that, but eventually they're gonna hit the same plateau. And who the fuck wants to work out for like more than an hour 6 days a week, honestly? But I mean, honestly, it's not that hard. But that's the same thing as self improvement. Doing all the basic self improvement things, meditating, journaling, you're working out, you're watching content to level up your mindset, you're working on your income, you're trying to learn how to socialize, you're networking, you're doing all this shit. And all these basic self improvement tips is only gonna change your life up to a certain point. You can only be a jack of all trades, but like a jack of all trades can only get so far. You're just gonna basically go from like a loser to a normal person, and you're not gonna get to successful trying to level up everything at once. Same thing how with working out. You're not gonna get to super jacked and ripped trying to work out all these muscles at once. What you need to now do is literally dedicate one whole session, one whole period of time to one muscle group if you want to hit the next level in working out. I'll get to the self improvement example in a bit, but with working out, you need to dedicate one session to leveling up. So most bodybuilders, instead of push pull legs, typically doesn't work for bodybuilders. They need to spend one day on their shoulders, one day on their chest and triceps, one day on their back and biceps. But those days are mostly for their chest and back, and then they'll hit arms again later in the week. So then their arms are getting technically 2 workouts. And previously, on the push pull leg split, you could hit that in literally 2 sessions, 2 30-minute sessions, 2 45-minute sessions, but now it's being split up into 4 whole different sessions that are, could be 30 minutes, hour long, however the fuck long you're working out. You're now just dedicating more time to just one area of growth instead of trying to spread your attention out. Actually, while we're here on video, I'm gonna just draw it for you guys. Here, got you guys. Don't trip. So it's basically gonna be like this. So there's gonna be 2 circles. I've been seeing this a lot online, and it's an amazing representation of what I'm talking about. But essentially, hello, can we focus? Hello. Come on. Don't worry. We're going to get this. All right, we're back. So, it's essentially like this. In one circle, if you're trying to focus multiple muscles at once, you have multiple arrows going in different directions, but you see how they're not going as far? Versus when you focus one thing at once, I'm trying to keep it centered, it's going to go way further. So, if you want to make more growth in an area, you need to focus more attention into it at one time. Sorry, I need to fucking drink some water. I've been talking for a while. So to make more growth, you need to set aside a period of time to only focus on growing one area. Such that example showed you. You could go way further if you focus on one area. That's why one muscle gets one session instead of having to share it with 2 to 3 other muscle groups. I had really small shoulders, and I'm still kind of noticing that. So in order to grow my shoulders, I would have to spend one day on my one full session just dedicating to the 3 muscles that are in the shoulders, trying to really grow them, as compared to doing push pull legs. I'll get more into the reason why I'm in push pull leg right now instead of working out 5 times a week later. But with self improvement, it's the exact same thing. You start off from the bottom, and you start watching self improvement videos. You're getting all these tips. Start working out. Level up your mindset with content. Start reading books and shit. Quit playing video games so much. No fap. Redirect the energy into starting up a agency. Work more hours. Work 80 hours a week. Level up your mental health. Journal and shit. They're telling you to do all these things, and yeah, you go to normal person. You level up a little bit, but you hit the plateau. You're all you can't spread yourself so thin. You saw where that circle had all the arrows spread out. It was going nowhere fast. Here, I'll show you guys one more time. Where is that shit going? See the circle with all the arrows? Those arrows are going nowhere fast. Nowhere fast. So, what do? You decide which arrows are kind of important in your life. You cut out all the unimportant ones, and then after that, you figure out which one of these arrows is holding me back the most in my life. Can I not move forward in life because I'm overweight? Can I not move forward in life because I'm broke? Can I not move forward in life because I'm lonely? You need to figure out which area is holding you back in life the most, and then focus all your energy in just leveling up that one area. Now, stop focusing on all the bullshit, but that doesn't mean let the other areas fall behind. If I was all my shoulders are small, I need to just focus on shoulders, and then I quit working out every single other muscle, that wouldn't make no fucking sense. So when you decide which area is holding you back in life, let's just say income, for example, that doesn't mean stop focusing on mental health completely. That doesn't mean cut out journaling, meditating, nature, and all that shit completely. That doesn't mean stop working out. Basically, it just means focus more energy into growing that one area and then maintain the rest. So if you're focused on income, and you're still trying to meditate for 20 minutes a day, journal for 20 minutes a day, go for a 20-minute walk in nature a day, work out for an hour a day, 5 times a week, while trying to grow your income, you're going to have all those arrows going nowhere fast. Instead, what you need to do is don't stop meditating, because then you're going to lose all your progress on your mental health. Don't stop journaling. You're going to lose all your progress. Just meditate for 3 minutes a day. Journal for 3 fucking sentences a day. Go instead of working out 5 times a week for an hour a session, hop back on push pull legs. You could get those sessions done pretty quick. Hit every single muscle so they don't get smaller, and get back to making money. Honestly, focus on income. I'll go ahead and say it. That was my example. Right now, I'm trying to focus on income. So right now, and I was doing the 5 days a week split, and I was making the best progress on my life. I finally hit 165 pounds. It took me a less than a month of actually working out 5 times a week and focusing on one muscle as compared to my push pull leg split. Took less than a month. I've been struggling for this shit for my whole life, but I had to decide that my physique was not my number one goal in life, like my limiting thing. So I had to cut it back. Now I only work out on my breaks at my part-time job, which is at a gym. So on my breaks there, my 30-minute breaks, I'll just go work out real quick, get it done, work out 4 times a week, call it that. Other than that, I like bought some other education. I was like learning how to write copy and shit. Don't know why I did that, but had to cut it out of my life. I was cutting off all these arrows and then limiting some of these arrows so I kind of maintain it. My meditation, I have a fucking thing on my phone set to like meditate 3 minutes a day, stretch 2 minutes a day, call grandma, keep in touch with family, just focus in on maintaining the other things. But then the majority of my calendar is literally set to focusing on growing this business, this YouTube channel, and then selling solar. That's like the only two things that like takes up more than like 6 hours of the calendar. Everything else is literally just maintaining it. So what you need to do is just figure out what's holding you back, focus more energy into that area of your life, and then just maintain the other parts. Just do what you need to maintain it. Don't focus more than what you need to do to maintain it. Same thing for like working out. You identify the lagging body part, like my shoulders. I said they were small. You just give it one extra session on its own. You don't just, and then you hit the other muscles like one time throughout the week so they don't get smaller, but you give it one extra session on its own and it'll get bigger. It'll catch up to the rest. But that's basically all I have to say. I am trying out a new camera setup, so recording with my old streaming camera and streaming mic, so this shit does sound bad, and that's why it's all the way down here. Um, I don't. Let me know what you guys think about that. I am just trying this out. I had to get it off my chest. I'm happy that I did get to say that. But other than that, if you guys got any type of value out this video, this shit took me kind of forever to record. But if you got any value, hit the sub button. I'll catch you guys up later. Peace out.